Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Tonight we're gonna be talking about Gamers8 2023, which is a new event in Tier 1 CSGO. It starts tomorrow, since it's 15th today, and the prize pool is of $1 million. The champions basically get 400,000, which is not bad. They have 16 teams, and it's in Saudi Arabia. Um, as you know, these are the teams, and basically there's no second chances. So basically, if you lose tomorrow, you just go home, I guess. So I figured we should make a pick'em to see who will pass and who will lose. So the first match we have is Heroic versus Falcons. Falcons have Boros, they have MHL, and two veterans, which is NBK and Body, I think. But it's just, if you compare Falcons to Heroic, it's silly, because Heroic is a far stronger team, they have a better chance of winning, and their Counter-Strike is way more refined, so they pass. It's gonna be a 2-0, and Falcons will have to go home. Now we have Apex vs Gamer Legion. Since the removal of JL, Apex, I think they have Kakanito, which is a bad player for them. He truly hasn't proved anything. The team is weaker than ever. And Gamer Legion, well, they became weak too, but they still were able to have better vessels against strong teams like Cloud9 than Apex. So it's gonna be a 2-1 for Gamer Legion. Now Cloud9 and Fnatic. I mean, Fnatic, they're strong, it's true, but Cloud9 are in their full roster now, which is Exile, Bane Rifler instead of Buster. And Fnatic still have Creams, which is a bottleneck to their performance, right? So instead, I think it's gonna be Cloud9 2-1. Now Liquid ends. Liquid is a weak team, no real structure, just players that were a bit of the talent a few years ago. Now they're just pro players, and that's it, not really. Ends, on the other hand, way stronger. They showed great performance against many tier 1 teams, so it's gonna be 2-0 for Ends. FaZe against Virtus Pro. FaZe, the only thing they changed is the coach, which is now Neo and not Roban. And Virtus Pro, I think they changed the player. Instead of Norbert, we have Mir. Mir was a nice rifler, he was from Team Spirit, I think he was the star player, but I think he didn't play for like a year or two, so there's not much to expect from him. So I'd say 2-0 for FaZe, but it's gonna be hard, it's gonna be a hard match. The next thing is 9 against G2. 9 can perform against tier 1 teams, but their problem is that they choke because they don't know how to close the matches. I think they get pressured because of their mentality, and G2 is a far stronger team, they're the champions of Köln, and basically for them this should be easy picking. It's gonna be 2-0 for G2. Navi against Furia. Navi looks strong. I think they will be stronger than their Köln form. And Furia doesn't really shows anything. I don't really believe that Furia will be able to do anything. It's a 2-0 for Navi. And Vitality against Mibr. Mibr is a weak team, so Vitality easily 2-0. On the quarterfinals, Heroic against Gamer Legion. Heroic is far stronger, and I don't think they will let themselves lose rounds like they did against Mongols, which were basic rounds that they threw for whatever reason. It's gonna be heroic in the semi-finals. Cloud9 vs Ants. Cloud9 are strong, but they are not as strong as people believe they are. In my opinion, they won't be able to beat Ants, but they will take one map, so it's gonna be a 2-1 for Ants. Face against G2, I believe G2 have the better IGL, but trifling wise, Rob's twist against Nico Hunter, she's tough. And then you have Rain and Brocky, which are not consistent at all, so I think it's gonna be a 2-1 for G2. Now against Vitality, there's nothing really to expect from Vitality. They're strong, but at this point you can beat them. They're not on their major form, so it's gonna be 2-1 for Navi. So in the semifinals we have Heroic Ants, G2, Navi. I feel like Heroic are going to choke again. For some reason they lose important matches. I'm not sure what is it. You can't just say that it's pressure because they've been on tier 1 for a long time. They played countless of tournaments with crowd. I think they're just unable to push themselves to win the grand finals or the semi-finals. It's gonna be Ants. And on the grand final, Ants are going to wait for G2 or Navi. If you think about it, I'd say G2 look a bit stronger than Navi, but I'm gonna allow myself to be biased because I believe that LXCB will find a way to outcall them, and maybe Simple will actually wake the fuck up, but I'm not sure. I think he's done for, but maybe there's a chance as well. I'm gonna put 2-1 for Navi. And then in the grand final, it's gonna be easy one for Navi. I don't expect Ants to win. No, actually, I'm gonna put Heroic because I think Ants won't let Heroic go without a fight, but I just think Heroic are still gonna close them. I don't think they will choke on semifinals. Then I'm gonna put Navi as a winner because I think that they will get out cold. Heroic are not as strong as they were in their young form. They're beatable. The Mongols almost did it. And teams are figuring Heroic out, so I think Alexi is smart enough to understand what he is supposed to do. Here I'm a bit biased, and at the same time I'd really like to see Navi winning the tournament, but I kind of believe in AlexCB and his tactics. I'm not sure why, but I will always put him above Hooksy, although I wouldn't put him above Kerrigan, but still, Hooksy depends a lot on Monesi, Hunter and Nico performing, like JKS is just a support player. But those two, the riflers are very important for G2, and they can be inconsistent as fuck, which means they won't kill, but at the same time they can lose any time or even in semi-finals if somehow my pick goes right. So I'm gonna put Navi as winner, and then in the finals, as I said, Navi win. Well, since I don't have an account, I won't be able to save it, but basically I'm just gonna show you how it looks like, so you can see it and make jokes about it if it's wrong, just in case you wanna do it. So anyways, this was my pick'em for Gamers8 2023. That's my personal opinion. it's a short analysis and just an opinion, so basically don't judge. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you leave a comment on who would you like to see winning, who do you think will pass, who will choke, or if you think that my picking is wrong or right, who would you change, in what position and why. So yeah, again, thank you so much for watching. Maybe subscribe if you want. I'll be dropping a few more videos about this. Goodbye.